Hi friends, it's your girl Vibes with Intuitively D. I had a really hard time saying that earlier, but I am back today with a video because Uranus stations direct in Taurus, and we only have a few more months of Uranus in Taurus, which if you're a fixed sign, I know you are extremely excited. This 7-year transit has just wrecked the angular houses. It's not wrecked, but it really has transformed and changed us a lot. And I'm sure if you are not a fixed rising sign, a cardinal or immutable, it has also changed or transformed you depending on where Taurus sits in your chart. So today I'm just going to read the Sabian symbol. I'm going to give a little bit of like what this could look like for you. But of course, like take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I would suggest finding where Taurus is in your chart, 1st through 12th house. And this is where Uranus has been sitting off and going, stationing direct and then during retrograde. And then it dabbled a little bit. Let me not misspeak. Anyway, for the last 7 years of your life. So lots of changes. I'm a Leo rising, if you didn't know. And so it's been hovering in my 10th house for quite a long time. I'm also a young Gen Xer. So I have my Uranus opposition because I'm a Uranus and Scorpio at 15 degrees. So needless to say, Uranus can skedaddle out of my 10th house immediately, okay? So here we go. I want to talk about the Sabian symbol. One of my favorite astrologers uses the Sabian symbols, and if she uses it, I'm going to use it, okay? Because I respect her, and lots of astrologers use the Sabian symbols. Anyway, it's stationing direct at 2727, so 27 degrees and 27 and some change. 27 degrees innately is a Gemini degree. So I believe that this stationing is going to have us blabbering. We are going to find out new things. We're going to want to say some new things, and it's going to be shocking. It's going to liberate us, liberate other people. And of course, it might not be as quick as you hope the liberation, the freedom, the, awakening happens, but it's going to happen. It might be like the first domino in a series of dominoes, right? And so when we talk about Taurus, we talk about our self-worth, we talk about our material possessions, we talk about banking, we talk about our land, cows, our resources. We talk about all those things that are really quite important. And we also know Taurus is not known for doing things quick, fast, in a hurry. It's a slow burn, okay? It's for the long term. So Uranus, the planet of chaos, awakening, liberation, revolution, it's been like that for quite some time, and it's making its last little round before it moves into Gemini in April. So when we look at Sabian symbols, we round up. So I'm going to look at the Sabian symbol for Taurus at 28, and it is a woman pursued by mature romance. Keyword is persuasion. So no time like the present. This symbol speaks to appreciation and to the fact that there is no point beyond which the fullness of life cannot be experienced. And I just want to speak to this personally. I am having lots of changes right now, and unexpected changes at that. And at any other point in my life, if this was 5 years ago, 10 years ago, I would be really ho-hum about it. I'd be really shooketh about it. But I'm mostly leaning into this is like, I can appreciate for what that last moment was, how lovely it was, and then it's going to catapult me into something bigger and better. All right. So I hope that for you. It speaks to faith and refusal to accept defeat or loss in end of a matter. The image of a woman pursued by mature romance expresses the deeper joy to be found in experience when it comes after its appointed time has passed. You have the experience, you've learned the things, you've been patient, you've been waiting and living your life simultaneously at the same time, having a good time. And then the surprise happens, and then the opportunity presents itself, right? Very Uranus and Taurus, that offer of security, stability, resources, whatever that looks like to you. There's no time like the present for seizing an opportunity. If the potential exists, it can be realized. At its positive, this Sabian symbol speaks to unquenchable hope, patience, and a refusal to recognize limitations. At its worst, it represents disillusionment. But I also want to say that Neptune moving into Aries has really kind of like let that disillusionment go. So, or not go completely, but we are feeling a little more like, oh, okay, we have been disillusioned. So today, which would be February 3rd, but take this whenever you receive it, the accent is on serendipity. Something you may have given up hoping for may suddenly appear on your doorstep. And I'm claiming that. The opportunity, your greatest advantage lies in recognizing opportunity when it knocks. Everything comes at its own appointed time. Guard against giving up too soon or accepting second best because you're afraid you won't get what you really want. And if you have an anxious attachment style, that could be to your job, that can be in a relationship. You are scared to leave things because you don't know if you're going to get that opportunity again. I'm here to tell you, as an anxious attachment girly, another opportunity always presents itself. Okay, so just keep the faith. Yeah, and so that's the Sabian symbol. And so I'm really hoping that this is like a moment in time where a lot of us feel very like shaken and weary, but something guides us and something happens this week where we're like a email, a conversation, somebody that you didn't expect comes in and really is like, and you're like, oh my God, I've been waiting for this moment. Is this the moment I've been waiting for? I'm like, hell yeah. All right, let's pull a card for this Uranus and Taurus stationing direct. And this is a collective card. Let's pull two of them to see the energy of this. Take it however you want to take it. Here we go. And this deck is the Seasons of the Witch Winter Tarot, and she does not do reversals in this deck. So we're going to turn them ascending into spring and new moon. Two new beginnings. Two cards that represent new beginnings. So in this one, new moon would be the moon card, and ascending into spring would be the world. And if we look at this one first, the world, because it's the one that came out first, it's ascending into spring. So, okay, can we see? It's a gorgeous deck. Anyway, she is getting ready. She feels that spring is on its way. The winter have been really hard for her, but she is making it through. She can see the ice melting, and she is ready to see what the spring has to offer her. And it's really important for us to understand that we are still in the winter, and that the spring is due, and hopefully we still have hope for the future. The moon, of course, always is letting us know that your intuition and the things that have happened in the dark are not necessarily the things that are meant, like they're not still the things that are happening. When we have the new moon, that is also a new beginning. It's the darkest night of the moon cycle, but it is also the beginning of a brand new moon cycle. So these two cards for me really indicate like this Uranus and Taurus stationing direct is on the precipice of a new beginning for us. And we know when Uranus moves into Gemini, it's going to look very different. Like life is just going to look very different on how we communicate and how we're speaking to people. So I would say like if you have been ho-hum, if you have really have given up on something, don't lose hope. Don't lose your faith, because it's really important for you to stay the course, because at any moment newness can occur.